when I was staying close to Rinpoche, for me it was easier to talk with people and give myself answers. The answer is inside your heart.
Hello, and welcome to Life with a Lama Healer. I'm really excited to have Simona Eugenelo as our guest today. And Simona is one of the United Peace Voice singers and a long time student of Lama Gangchen Rinpoche. She met him in Bologna, Italy, her hometown, in 1991. And when Rinpoche Lama Gangchen founded the self-healing study group in Bologna, Simona organized all the activities and all the teachings and conferences there. And then Lama Gangchen created the Lama Gangchen Inner Joy music initiative. So Simona's a singer and a musician, and she has graced us all for many years with her singing beautiful mantras that bring this such a beautiful healing energy with them. And I listen to them all the time. And she traveled all around the world with Lama Gangchen with the United Peace Voices and singing and sharing the mantras and sharing all this beautiful peace energy. And she's also created 2 solo albums, one called Joy and the other one called Peace Sound. So now she runs the Lama Gangchen Nalso Meditation Center in Bologna, where she teaches Lama Gangchen's teachings and, of course, shares her beautiful voice, her singing voice with all these healing mantras with so many people to help us all really to live our lives in a more peaceful, joyful way. So please join me in welcoming Simona. We're really excited about this podcast about the life of the great Tibetan Lama, Lama Gangchen Tulku Rinpoche, who was born in 1941 in Tibet and trained by many of the greatest Tibetan masters. He traveled to the West in the 1980s, bringing with him the inner peace teachings of the Buddha. Lama was one of the greatest living humanitarians and spiritual masters of our time, and part of an unbroken lineage dating all the way back 2,500 years to Shakyamuni Buddha. So our vision in creating this podcast is really to preserve and share the remarkable stories about Lama Gangchen's extraordinary life. We'll interview senior students and longtime followers who worked with Lama Gangchen, traveled with him, studied with him, witnessed and experienced his incredible healings and miracles. So these stories, they're really precious jewels and inspire us to really see what's possible when we follow the inner peace teachings of the Buddha. So it's a real honor and privilege to bring these stories to you and methods that really help us to reframe our sufferings, which brings us more inner calm, the ability to be more in the present moment with less stress and anxiety and fear, and to, experience more joy in our life and more peaceful in our life and more meaning really in our life. So please stay tuned for our conversations from this very rich spiritual heritage coming out of Tibet and the incredibly joyful, inspiring, mind-blowing, funny, touching stories about the remarkable life of a Lama healer, our beloved Lama Gangchen. Life with a Lama healer. So I'd like to welcome you, Simona, to our podcast, Life with a Lama Healer. I'm so excited to have this conversation with you.
Ciao Lilia, I'm happy to be here.
I have been graced with your beautiful voice for over 25 years, listening to the mantras, being one of the main people in our United Peace Voices.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't tell you how many moments in my life I've listened to the mantras with your voice, singing and healing my spirit and lifting my spirit. And we listen to your mantras all the time. And now my husband his favorite is Tara. And he always says, I want to listen to Tara. And whose voices are in singing this Tara mantra? So I'm dying to ask you, what is your favorite mantra to sing?
My favorite mantra is one mantra Rinpoche was liking a lot, and it's a refuge. refuge mantra.
Mm.
The last days we was singing this mantra. And if you want, I remember you this mantra.
Yeah, please. And for our listeners, they would love to hear this. Yes.
It's very easy. Lama la kyapsuchi, sangye la kyapsuchi, cho la kyapsuchi, genda la kyapsuchi. Lama la kyapsuchi, sangye la kyapsuchi, cho la kyapsuchi, genda la kyapsuchi. Lama idang concho sum la kyapsuchi. This is for you.
Love this. I love this. This always reminds me of the traditional Tibetan dance when they have the tubas on and the sleeves and they move back and forth to this song, right?
And the traveling with Rinpoche.
Yes.
It's incredible. We were singing, always during this travel. Or a puja or singing. Or both.
Yes. Can you tell us, when did you meet Rinpoche? What year did you meet Rinpoche?
In 1991, in Bologna.
Were you already a singer when you met Rinpoche?
Yes.
Okay. And tell us how you met him.
Ah.
That magic moment, right?
The really magic moment is before I met you. Do you remember this video, audio cassette? And I listened this voice, incredible, oh, very deep, oh, tare, tutare, like this. Who is him? It's one lama. What is the lama? What is that?
Yeah. This was a friend of yours telling you this.
Yes. This lama is named Lama Gangchen. He's a healer. Where can I find him? No, I don't know. Where can I find him? We don't know. We wait. We look. I don't know. Okay. These people told me, the Lama healer is coming in Bologna, and he did some visits. He met people, no? And so I went there. He saw me. I was immediately fascinated from his way to talk, his way to see, to move.
So do you have a personal experience of a way that he healed you, either mentally or spiritually or physically?
Yes, many. I had experience of big healing, And after 10 years, 1999, I met this man that is my husband, and he wants a child.
Yes.
And me, I couldn't have children.
I see.
And so I went by Lama Gangchen Rinpoche, and I said him, before I went to another healer Lama, and he told me, sorry, no, there is no possibility to have children for you. You do something else in the life. No, don't fix on this idea, no? And after I went to Lama Gangchen, he visited me, gave me some pills, some medicines, some counsels about our behavior, my behavior. And after 1 year, I had one daughter. Yes.
Wow.
I didn't believe. I was in Tibet in 1999, and I was pushing, running, doing everything. And when I came back, I was feeling very strange. I didn't know what I had, no? And I went to a doctor, and the doctor said me, "You are pregnant."
You're pregnant! Oh my gosh. You weren't expecting that.
Incredible.
Right? That was an example of what Rinpoche always said, making the impossible possible.
Possible is possible, yes.
Yes.
This, exactly.
Incredible. And tell me again your daughter's name?
Chiara.
Chiara. Yes, Chiara. Chiara, love this name. She's Dharma practitioner, right? Also.
Yes.
How could she not with a mother like you?
No, she was doing self-healing with Rinpoche when she was a baby.
So tell me, that's so beautiful because many people have children who maybe they would like them to have a more peaceful approach to their life, have maybe more spirituality or help them with their life. You know, young people, I keep reading about this crisis with young people nowadays because of social media and the pandemic and many things. How do you think the Dharma helped Chiara grow up that's different from someone who doesn't have that kind of inner peace teachings and inner peace education?
There is something in common to other children of the people close to Rinpoche, no? Or children who get born in that period in 2000, 2001, 2002. They have in common that if they stay together, they are sure that one helps other. It's sure. They have this kind of security. This to help each other if it's possible.
So they don't experience this kind of isolation or loneliness that some young people experience. Yeah, they have security and know that others will help them. What was it about him that you wanted to study with him and follow his teachings? What was it about him that you wanted to do that?
When I met him, I was fascinated by all the philosophy, all the thinking. And so I studied with many, many lamas for 1 year. I stayed only studying Buddhism philosophy, no? With Geshe Champagyatso, with Lama Zopa, with Kirti Rinpoche, Geshe Yeshe Wanchuk. After 1 year, I was thinking very well, no? What was my wish? And I went in Velletri, close to Roma.
Ah, I remember. I was there
You
many
was
years
there.
ago.
Oh,
This retreat center, right?
yeah, retreat
Yeah,
center.
yeah.
And I went there 1992. And after this ritual, always Tara Bianca Puja and so on, retreat of Tara Bianca, I asked to Rinpoche to give me refuge. What means ask to one Lama a refuge? For me, don't mean to become the Buddhist, for example. Don't mean to change religion or to become religious if you are not. It means to choose to see some qualities, no, in one person and choose to ask him, please show me how can I become like you in this way, I recognize in Rinpoche the stable mind, the generosity, the love for everybody, infinity love, compassion, all these qualities, incredible. All these qualities I was thinking, I won't become like this. It's very nice.
How to be like him.
And so I went there and I asked him, please give me refuge. And 1 year after, in 93, I was very happy because I follow him and gave us certification to become a healer, to teach and communicate his self-healing to other people. Not only to me, to all the disciples who was around him and interested.
So, Simona, you kind of did your own self study before you asked for this refuge of other qualities of other lamas. You studied with other lamas, other teachers. What was it about Lama Gangchen that you said, okay, this is the lama I want to be like? This is the person I want to be like, and I want to take refuge?
He was very directed, close to everybody, When each of us was behind him, it's like he knows me a lot of years. I don't know. He always know me.
The feeling of familiarity.
Incredible. He knows everything of me and I told him anything.
Yes. He had such a profound ability. You felt completely known by him in the most beautiful, loving, expansive way. Yes, I had the same feeling. And he always knew what we were thinking. And he also, I think he always knew our potential to evolve spiritually, to become one day like him.
Yeah. I don't know my potential now. I believe him that one day, I hope very quickly, I develop all my qualities. Now I don't know. I feel since I met you in 1991 till now, I feel more with mind more stable. more calm, more stable, less fears, more easy, simply.
Since you met him.
Yeah. He was teaching always. He told us, I have to find one method to learn you in your language, in your understanding.
To teach you. Yeah.
I have to change also teachings, a new method that we can understand easily.
So that we could understand them. And so you teach self-healing now, right? For many, many years, right?
Yes, since 1993.
Yeah. And you have one center in Bologna where you teach self-healing, right?
Yes. Before Rinpoche founded one study group named Shide in 94. Then in 2017 became one center of meditation named Lama Gangchen Inner Joy.
Ah, okay. So it changed in 2017.
Yes, changed name. Lama Gangchen Inner Joy.
Yeah. So tell me, do you have an experience that you could share with us that he showed you that you're this inner joy for yourself?
With him, I was always sure that everything was going well, always. And so when I was at home, I have to ask Rinpoche this question, this problem. I have to tell him this problem. I have to ask when I see him, I have to remember. I went behind Rinpoche like that and I forgot everything. Finished. Incredible.
The things that concerned us or the things that we worried about disappeared in his presence. You were filled with that everything's okay. And those things that we were worried about or concerned about, they're not so significant anymore.
When he showed me that there was no problem really. And so he's asking me, but what is the problem? It's always in my mind. The problem is always inside me.
Yeah.
That doesn't exist. And slowly I follow his counsels to do one negative thing less and one positive more in a day. If I did something positive, I experienced something positive. I was feeling better. It's very easy.
Very easy when our conceptual mind gets out of the way. And when we practice regularly, then becomes easier, right?
Yes, sure,
Becomes
sure.
easier. I had this interesting experience of many times I would see him and I would make a list because if I didn't make a list, I would forget also. So I would make
Yes.
a list of these questions that I wanted to ask him. You know, he had this incredible ability to find the right solution for everything. And, you know, he had this profound clairvoyance as well. I remember sometimes I would be asking these questions and he'd look at me like, okay, enough of these questions.
Yes, yes. And then more, more, and then.
But you know what was such an incredible experience is when he left his body in April of 2020. Ever since then, I have a question that I would like to ask him because I used to go, you know, to Italy very often or, you know, wherever, Tibet or wherever he was, or call him on the telephone. What's so interesting now is if I have a question, I ask the question mind to mind and I get an answer through my thought, you know, I get the answer.
Inside yourself.
Yeah. And it was such a profound teaching for me that all those years I felt like I had to talk to him directly on the phone or in person when actually there was this incredible positive interdependence that was always flowing. But I feel it so much stronger now.
Yes, yes. Incredible.
So, Simona, was there a saying that Rinpoche would say to you or something that was like a phrase that he would always say to you?
One phrase that I can't forget, never in the other future lives, is I was in Milano only with one pocket, nothing else, no change. I had to come back in my city. He told me, what do you have inside your pocket? You have passport? I opened it. Yes. Okay, we go in London. Okay, we go in London like this. And there was a very big conference to talk about self-healing, everything. I was singing all the time. And he told me, now you are a Dharma singer. I was singing, what? Yes, now you are a Dharma singer. Finish. to be shy. He healed me this problem, healed me deeply. Between the people, singing, talking, no problem. I don't feel no more shy.
And being in front of people is a big fear for many people, to speak or sing in front of other people. So
Yes.
now you sing in front of thousands of people. I see on YouTube you're singing in front of concert halls everywhere, right?
Sì, no problem. Yes, sure, really.
No problem.
Truth. But it's not my merit, it's his merit. He teaches me how to do.
Incredible. So you have this fearlessness to sing in public now.
Yes, the voice was a blessing.
So tell us how we can actually bring the healing aspect of the Dharma through music into our life. This is really your specialty with music. How are you using, and how did Rinpoche teach you how to use music for healing?
We need to know that the mantras are special words, are not normal words. And we need to learn how to use words, how to use words energy, parola energy, no? To use it positive, you give to other people a positive effect. Other people, when listen a mantra, receive something positive. If you sing a mantra with a positive mind, you can give more energy to people. It's incredible. It's the mantra, singing the self-healing is a song of many mantras. And this is healing energy.
Yes.
It's not important if I sing well or not well, no.
Although you do.
Important things is to give energy of this mantra.
Can you say a little bit more about the healing energy of mantra? For maybe some of our listeners, maybe they like to know more about the words mean, but what is that healing energy that comes with a mantra? Can you say more about that?
One time Rinpoche told us, if you don't see something, it doesn't mean that it doesn't exist. But you have to feel it. You listen, feeling, experience of this object, of this song, for example,
Perfect.
and then you understand. You can understand not necessarily through the eyes. You can experience through the heart.
I love this example of this. My husband used to have so much fear of flying in the airplane.
Yeah.
And when he would fly, he would sweat. His hands would sweat. The sweat would
Yeah,
pour
yeah.
down his forehead. He had so much fear. And especially when the plane would have a little bit bumpy, he would get so fearful and hold my hand. And, he was going through lots of inner turmoil. And it's really interesting because my husband was in professional sports and he was on an airplane all the time in his career. 8 months out of the year, he was flying all the time. But he had such a strong fear. And he always, had to have a couple glasses of wine to calm him down, when he would get on the plane. So he started using the Tara mantra and the Moga Siddhi mantra to help him to overcome his fear.
Mm-hmm.
And so he would really strongly practicing Tara, repeating Tara over and over again, Tara granting us this fearlessness. And it was so beautiful to watch after several months, of him really seriously using the mantra, that he would get on the plane and the fear would be less this time, then the next time a little more less, next time a little less. Incredible to watch the power of the mantra.
Yes, power of the mantra, incredible.
With Americans, though, and I know Jan from Holland said sometimes this is a challenge with the Dutch people, that the practice is a little too complicated, too many things to think about.
Yes.
And they feel that if they don't understand it, then maybe it's too difficult. How would you talk with someone, kind of guide someone who said, this is too difficult, I can't practice this? How would you guide them?
The first thing that I do is give him only one mantra. Om Muni Muni Ma Muni Shakya Muni Soa. Like Rinpoche was doing first time, all his life he was doing it. I say to this person, please repeat this mantra more than possible. feel good sentiments, feel of love, compassion who comes in your head and fulfill all your wishes, eliminate all conflicts inside. Look this light and say only Om Muni Muni Mamuni Shakyamuni Soa. When they do this, after, come back. Now you have another mantra. Yes, I have another mantra. And I give only one healer. Only one.
Ah, okay.
Only one. Today, Vairochana. We have only Vairochana.
Focus on one. Yes. Here's one of my best friends,
Yes,
Vairochana.
yes, like this. You don't have to
Yes.
become Buddhist, absolutely. You have only to say, oh, Mahavairochana, Hum, like this. And joyful, no? This is all.
And I really love this way because you don't have to believe just because, this person is a master or this person is a Tibetan Lama, who everyone says is such a great being. You don't have to believe just because of that. You have this faith increases because you have this direct experience. Then you go, oh, wow, I understand now in my being. I understand something. I feel deeply. Mm.
Yes, like that. I was very lucky to go around with Rinpoche many voyages, pilgrimages.
Where was one of your favorite places to go with Rinpoche?
1995 in India.
India.
Incredible.
Tell me, what was that like?
We went in Delhi. Then we did one conference about many, many healing methods. Then we went together in Bombay. On the way, he was stopping and introducing us to many lamas. We met many people. And we went in Bombay to a conference about healing methods. And some people invited the Rinpoche and us together to a party. We went there in the night in this party. And at the end of this hall, there was one stage with one group, rock group, who was singing, dancing, was playing,
Indian rock group.
Yeah, Indian rock group.
Yeah.
Rinpoche, put me on the stage.
Really?
And I did. Oh, incredible, Lia. You can't imagine.
Wow.
I can cry. I was singing mantras very easy. All this with battery, rock battery.
By the power of the truth.
By the power of the truth.
By all the human beings' attention, not agitation.
By all the human beings' attention, not agitation.
By all the holy beings' blessing.
By all the holy beings' blessings.
Violent sickness.
Violent sickness.
Be transformed into non-violent sickness.
Be transformed into non-violent sickness.
Sickness become small can dissipate quickly, peacefully.
May the big sicknesses become small, the small sicknesses disappear quickly and peacefully.
By inner scientist Shakyamuni Buddha's blessing.
By the blessings of the inner scientist Buddha Shakyamuni.
By the power of the truth.
By the power of the truth.
Violence news.
Violent news.
Be transformed into non-violent news.
Be transformed into non-violence news.
News, positive news, good news, beneficial news, now and forever.
Positive news, good news, beneficial news, now and forever.
By the power of the truth.
By the power of the truth.
Financial problem.
Financial problems.
Be transformed into non-violent financial.
Be transformed into non-violent finance.
Financial, positive financial, increasing like beginning moon to full moon, now and forever.
May the financial situation become positive and increase from the crescent to the full moon.
By inner scientist Shakyamuni Buddha's blessing.
By the inner scientist Shakyamuni Buddha's blessing.
So the musicians just kind of went along with you and into the mantras, and the people in the audience were singing too?
Yes, But it was a lot of confusion. Then slowly, we did one mantra, singing and playing together. Like
Wow.
that. And this was many moments of healing for me. Incredible, Rinpoche. Then we met Madre Teresa di Calcutta.
Oh, wow.
Mother Teresa gave us one certificate. I still remember.
What was the certificate she gave you?
Oh, one of alternative medicines. But the most important things was visiting. We went to visit her house in Calcutta.
And what was that like?
Very humble, very simple. There was nothing. It was a unique moment in the life.
Yes, I can imagine. Wow. What was she like? Did she speak English to you?
Yes, she learned us one prayer about compassion and praying. The essence of pray is compassion. I don't remember really. I have her prayer. The essence of pray was compassion.
Compassion.
Rinpoche was very emotional, was incredible, very happy to meet her.
Really?
Yes.
Wow. What a defining moment in your
Mm.
life that you get to go to India and meet all these great lamas and then to be with one of the greatest healers and lamas the world ever saw. And then you get to meet this saint, Mother Teresa, on the same trip. Incredible.
Incredible, really. They are so full of love. Incredible. When you just go close to them, you feel this love. You don't understand what is that. And then they understand.
I always had this experience with Lama after many years of studying with him and working with him. Of course, he had this profound love, oceans and oceans of love.
Mm-hmm.
But one thing I was always kind of startled about is that when I was in his presence, how much love I felt for other people when I was with him.
Yes, because he's inspiring us, no?
Yeah.
We feel experience through him. This was my personal experience. When I was staying close to Rinpoche, around Rinpoche, for me it was easier to talk with people. When it was closer, it was very easy for me, much more easy, and give myself answers. The answer is inside your heart.
Well, there are things that just because we can't see them doesn't mean that they don't exist. Just because we can't see Lama right now and pick up the phone and talk to him, it doesn't mean it doesn't exist. There's this whole deeper way of connecting to his energy, even though he's not in his body.
But he was always telling us, exist all that you benefit. When you feel benefit, another level of existence. There are many levels in the reality, many levels. Our level is human level. We cannot see Montemero, no? Because it's not in our world, but exists. This is the difference. Like our aura, like the mantra. Why the mantra benefit? It exists. It's real.
So, Simona, as a singer, United Peace Voices, and also Dharma teacher, and having this profound, long time relation with Lama Gangchen, people are very used to listening to singers and going to concerts, hearing other people sing. But we've lost this tradition of singing ourselves, like singing in the backyard or singing with your family or singing, mantras together or singing just as a community. And, I love it when we went to Tibet and you go to traditional societies and people still sing together, families sing together. I think maybe in Italian culture, you still have this. What people say is, oh, I don't have a good voice, so I can't sing.
Yeah.
How would you give some guidance to people to have the benefit of singing and the healing benefit of singing and how to overcome this, oh, I have to just go hear other people sing because I don't have a good voice or I can't sing because I'm too shy.
This is a way to heal, to stay together, to feel and share an emotion, a good emotion. No? It's very nice to sing together. When someone tell, no, I don't have a good voice, I don't want to sing, you sing with her. You go close. Me, I do like that. I go close and I sing with her. When this lady, for example, no, become less shy, she automatically have more voice to share. Then 1, 2, 3 people, 4 people, five people, everybody sings automatically.
You encourage them.
Yes.
This tradition that is very popular in Asia to do karaoke.
Karaoke. Also here they start again to do karaoke.
Yes.
Yes. I was thinking to do karaoke. We went with Rinpoche in a big disco to show self-healing here in close to Bologna in Romagna. In Romagna. Very, very big discotheque.
I remember this. I remember going to was there one in Rimini?
Close to Rimini, yes.
Yes, I remember taking the bus from Milano to this exhibit. It was like a new age exhibit, right?
Yes.
But there was a discotheque there.
Yes, a very big discotheque.
And I remember that the end of that day, the monks were there doing a sand mandala also.
Si.
And then at the end of the day, I think it was, we went into the discotheque and the lights are going. And then this man is introducing Rinpoche, and Rinpoche gets up on the stage and he starts dancing and singing self-healing, getting everyone together.
Up, all together. Yes, like this.
Yes, everyone's standing and moving together. Yeah.
Yes.
He was so incredible in this way that he brought the Dharma to us in so many different ways that we could relate to.
So many ways, incredible. We was very lucky.
The luckiest of the luckiest, I think. Yeah. So Simona, you were telling me that you had so many years of doing all these exhibitions in Bologna.
Mm-hmm.
Can you just share one experience that you had that was really special for you?
One was in Florence Square. We was with the monks, me and Tiziana alone, with one percussionist, drummer. Me and Tiziana was singing together without musician in this very crowded square and only with one percussionist. And alone we did one concert.
Really? Just spontaneously?
Yes.
It wasn't organized. You just spontaneously did this. What was the response from the crowd?
Oh no, they was happy. They didn't understand that we were not musicians. But it was very crowded.
So Rinpoche really, really healed you of your shyness.
Yes.
So I don't remember exactly. When we were in New York at the United Nations, were you there that trip when you performed at the United Nations?
Yes, I don't remember really what we was singing. Maybe with some music recorded. I don't remember. I have this feeling, it was very nice this moment. I felt well. I enjoyed this party.
Yes, that was very, very beautiful. I do very distinctly remember this beautiful event around peace at the UN. And also Rinpoche was presenting his proposal for the spiritual forum.
Yes.
Then they had this reception afterwards and United Peace Voices were singing. And you were there, Tiziana.
Yes.
I don't remember, maybe Carmen.
Melania, yes. So many people.
Melania.
Yes.
So I just have a very few quick questions I want to ask you as we close our conversation. Is there one book that you read on Buddhism that really had an impact on you?
The first one, I don't remember the title, but was written by Lama Yeshe. I never met this Lama. He died before I knew about Buddhism, and was one book about bodhicitta. Then second book was The Life of Dalai Lama, about all one explanation about compassion. After that, I learned the very, very difficult song named Tsemeyonten, and was one song dedicated to all the Tibetan people, written by the Dalai Lama. Tsemeyonten gyatso pe na 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 na. You remember it? Na 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 na
No,
na na
beautiful.
na na na. And when I heard this song, Lama Gangchen, immediately he wanted that I record this song with monks. We did one cassette, VHS, at that time. And in 1995, during this travel in India, we went to Dalai Lama to sing this song.
Really?
Yes,
To sing for him?
yes.
Wow.
We gave to Dalai Lama this video cassette.
That you had recorded.
After we sing together with Rinpoche, we sing this song.
You and Rinpoche, and who else was singing to the Dalai Lama? Who else?
So always a lot of people, always in one group. There was many people. Then one time Rinpoche came in Bologna and I introduced him to this very famous singer named Lucio Dalla.
I've seen his name on your productions, on
Ah,
your
but
CDs.
And this was another exciting meeting between Rinpoche and these very famous people. It was very particular.
And Lucio, did he have this feeling about Rinpoche? Did he have this connection with Rinpoche?
Yes, at the end he was singing, by the power of the truth, by all human beings' attention, by all holy beings' blessings, violent culture will be transformed into non-violent culture. I was singing, clapping the hands like this. Yes.
So beautiful, so joyous. Wow. So if you could describe the three most extraordinary qualities that Rinpoche had, what would you say?
Love, compassion, and equanimity. Absolutely. And then he's really world healer. It's truth. He's really a world healer. At the end, he was always telling us to recite the Parnashawari mantra, Black Manjushri mantra. And I did this song during when he died. This song with the mantra, Parnashawari mantra. Om Pishatsi Parnashawari Sarvatsawari Parshamanaye Soa. Like this. All reggae, dancing.
And you had this incredible inspiration to record this song with this very happy beat. And I tell you, I sent that song to all of our group, all of our group here, the Nelso group here in America,
Yeah.
would play this song all the time.
Really?
It just completely stopped the fear of this pandemic and what would happen. There was so much uncertainty. We all had so much uncertainty of what to do and not being able to go out and move about. And I would play this song all the time and sing the Parnashavari mantra. And as soon as I would sing it, I knew I'd be okay. We'd be okay.
Yes.
This protection from this female Buddha, Parnashavari. It had this incredible power to dispel the fear.
Yes.
But I love your version of it.
Yes. But this is Rinpoche. Rinpoche power is this. Incredible.
So beautiful. So, Simona, if you could pass on some advice to someone who's a spiritual seeker, someone who wants to experience more peace in their life, more calm in their life, more connectedness in their life, what advice would you give to them?
The first advice is try to create more space in our mind and understand that we, inside this space, can put some spirituality. In another way, I can say, please sing Om Muni Muni Mamuni Shakyamuni Soa. Then you sing. After we talk.
Yeah, after you've had a direct experience, right? Yeah, I love it. I love it. I love it. Oh, well, thank you so much for your insight and your stories. You're just incredibly inspiring, and all the years that you spent with Lama and in such a profound way, and the trips you had, and all the singing and recordings and the people you met, and then all the ability to teach his teachings. Just such a wonderful, profound relationship that you have with him. And thank you so much for sharing this with us. I know it's such an inspiration to me.
Thank you for your work. It's so precious.
We spread Lama's teachings all over the world, right? And to help everyone.
Yes.
So I'd like to close with, if you wouldn't mind, just close with just a short blessing that you would like to share with our audience.
By the power of the truth, peace and bliss forever. By the power of the truth, peace and bliss forever. By the power of the truth, peace and bliss forever. Inner peace, world peace, now and forever, by all the human beings' attention and all the holy beings' blessings. Thank you, Laila. You are so precious.
Beautiful. Thank you so much, Simona. So beautiful. Wow, what a beautiful conversation with Simona, and her voice, such a beautiful voice. And she really knows how to use her voice to bring this healing energy, to people singing the mantras, along with the United Peace voices. I listen to the mantras all the time. If I feel anxious or fearful about something, I put the mantras on and immediately I relax. And it's such a useful way to share the Dharma and this healing energy that Lama had through the mantras. And the United Peace Voice singers, they've sang all over around the world, and they have many, many albums that you can download on either Apple or Spotify. And in our description, we'll share some links where you can find out more information about the United Peace Voice singers and their group. Please follow along with us on our new Facebook page, Life with a Lama Healer. And if you have a question, you could go to lamahealer.com on our website, and you can fill out one of our questions for a question that we might take in a future episode. Might take your question in a future episode to answer. And if you'd like to get more information about Lama Gangchen or about our humanitarian projects or our retreat centers, there'll be some links in our description. So thanks for joining us today, and stay tuned for our future episodes, and please share with your friends. Lama Ken. Lama.